showtime! Woo! 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 Styling and profiling. Woo! Woo! It's live and in color. Woo!
Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report. I'm your host, Tommy, and we are on the Buffalo Fan Base Network. I'm your host, Tommy, and this is my buddy, Mr. Mike. And normally I come with a little different of an opening, but tonight was Monday Night Football, and we just watched an epic game. And yeah, that was an upset. Mike,
absolutely an upset. The Broncos were considered a favorite coming out of the West. You know, they figured they were going to be challenging the Chiefs, the Super Bowl favorite. They got Russ going back home. It was supposed to be a blowout, but they just kept shooting themselves in the foot over and over and over.
Yeah, that was wild. That was a lot of turnovers. They had 2 fumbles in the 1 yard line, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think
inside
they
the 5.
That was that's wild. That's terrible. You can't do that. And I thought they were going to smoke Seattle. Kudos to Seattle's defense for holding them to 16. Kudos to Geno Smith. Not that he played unbelievable, but he played like a dog. He played as tough as he can to get that victory. But how do you feel this game went, man?
No, I think, it was really slow at the beginning. Man, it was boring in the beginning. Got better as it went towards the half. Coming out of the half, it got sloppy. Usually, like when we watched the Bills and Rams, it was sloppy in the first half, good in the second half. This was good in the first half, sloppy in the second half. Usually you get better as you play more, not worse. So, little odd.
Yep.
But you know what? Pete Carroll's got one up on Russell Wilson now. And by the way, that's the first place Seattle Seahawks, by the way.
I know.
The only NFC West team to win.
Wild. Hold on real quick, Mikey. Give me 1 second, okay? Is that all right? Is that all right with you? Okay, absolutely. Good. Welcome to the Mafia Sports Report on the Buffalo Fan Base Network. I'm your host, Tommy, to the highest degree, to the T.O.P. from the 313, and by my side is my main man, my toucan Sam, the one they call the Apex man, Mr. Mikey. There we go. There's my much
Do you feel
better
better
intro.
now, buddy?
I do, because that intro that I did earlier was weak as hell. But like I said, I was caught up in the emotion of this game. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, on Monday Night Football, and that's why we are going live every Monday night after the game, which is going to be a weird one next week. Are they doing these double headers all the time, or is it just happen to be next week? Okay, thank God.
Just next week.
That is throwing us off next week, by the way. But we're going live regardless after the Bills game. I ain't waiting a whole another Monday night game right for midnight or 1 a.m., whatever. What's going on, Angry? Yeah, so you saw the terrible intro of mine. I had to redo it, but it was, see how I do. I got OCD, man, really bad. And if it ain't right, it has to be fixed. But anyways, I do want to get on some NFL news real quick. Some big stories week 1 already, some injuries. TJ Watt, possible torn pec. He's going to get a second opinion, but he could miss the whole season, Mikey. Yikes. Mm-hmm. I mean, what is going on with the Watt family? JJ Watt missed week 1. That dude's always hurt, bro. Like, listen.
JJ broke down. JJ broke down.
Listen, old. Thank God we didn't sign him. Like, I was kind of up for it at first. At the end of the day, it would have been a terrible decision by the Buffalo Bills. Like, honestly, that would have been really bad, Mikey. And I think we are very close to signing him. I mean, honestly, it came down to us in Arizona. So, knock on wood. Same thing with the Antonio Brown situation. Knock on wood. Like, things kind of fell in place for us, right? The good. So, but yeah, anyways, TJ Watt, man, that sucks, man. Torn pec. More than likely, Mikey, I'll be honest, even with the second opinion, he's probably going to be out a significant
almost
time.
The whole year. He might get back around playoff time if they make it.
If they make it, right. Dak Prescott, another guy who just can't seem
to stay healthy.
Right. Got a thumb injury on what looked like he just got his hand hit, right? You wouldn't think it would be anything major. It happens probably all the time, but probably a freak kind of injury, like where the guy hit him just in the right place on his thumb. 6 to 8 weeks. Yikes. Like by that time, the Cowboys season could be over with. I'll be honest. I don't even know who their backup is. Who's their backup?
For Dak, Cooper Rush.
Yeah, exactly. 49ers, I never even heard of him. 49ers, Elijah Mitchell, running back, sprained MCL, can miss up to 2 months, so 8 weeks. And they were having high hopes for him, so that kind of sucks, right?
I mean, that kind of falls in line with the 49ers. Every year they have a starting running back. What's going on, Scott Blakely? How you doing, buddy? Every year they have a starting running back. He gets hurt, and somebody new comes in and takes the job. It happened with Burita. Then Burita got hurt. Then it was Mostert. Then Mostert got hurt. Last year was Mitchell, and now this year Mitchell's hurt. So, someone else was going to step up soon.
Yeah, what's funny, too? So I was feeling myself, man, this weekend, right? I go out in my Bills jersey everywhere, which I do anyways, but I'm going around shopping, and I see this lady in a 49ers gear, like decked out, right? And all I told her was, and I wasn't even being cocky, bro. I said, "You're welcome," right? That's all. You're welcome. And she said, "What?" I said, "You're welcome. We beat the Rams for you." She's like, "Oh, wait till you play." I said, "Oh boy, here we didn't even play at one, but whatever."
Yeah, wait till we play you.
And then they lose.
I'm like, have you watched your team lately?
Right. Which I'm going to get to. That's why I was bringing this up, because I'm like, okay, so NFL upsets. Let's just start with that one. Bears at the 49ers, terrible field conditions. But hey,
it's
no
hard
excuse.
to take a lot out of that.
It is what it is, though. Hey, we play in terrible Buffalo weather, so I don't care. Either way, one team's going to win. It's not like the Bears are this unbelievable team in the monsoon rain conditions. I think both teams are on the same playing field, right?
Leaving with that, do you think if they think they redraft today, do you think they take Fields over Lance?
The Bears?
No. The 49ers. The 49ers took.
I don't like either one of them. I'm being honest with you.
But be honest, do you think they would take Fields over Lance today?
No, I don't. But I'll tell you what, 49ers are making such a mistake with that whole situation there. Why would you do this? Why? You still have Jimmy G, who's still playing at a pretty good level, high level. And he's still under contract. Why would you not just sit the rookie another season at least and just have him? Like, what was I don't get. He just led you to an NFC championship game, which, by the way, it wasn't even like they got blown out. They almost won. So
it's okay to sit a rookie quarterback who hasn't played a ton. Aaron Rodgers sat for 3 years before he took over.
Bro, I'm telling you,
yeah, Scott, I'm with you, buddy. He's not ready. He doesn't look like he is.
I don't think he's right. I don't like his game. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't think I don't think he'll be a starting quarterback in this league for long. I'm gonna throw that out there. And same with the Bears quarterback.
They can get better.
I don't like him. I'm not saying they can't get better. I just don't. I don't know if they're franchise quarterbacks. Is that fair?
We'll see. Okay.
I'm just saying. I don't. That's me. I know. They're what are they in? 2 seasons in now? Trey Lance's second season, and then
this is Lance's second season. He redshirted the first year.
Right, I know that. And then the Bears keep dropping his name. What's the Bears quarterback name? Fields, Justin Fields. What's the second year Steelers, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just not impressed. But either way, the Bears still beat them 19-10. It was kind of an upset. 49ers should have won that game. I mean, they have the better defense too, in my opinion.
Mr. Myers comes in and says, "Looks like a scrub." Everyone's thinking it, but no one's saying it. He looks raw. He looks raw.
Like, I'm not impressed, man. He misses some bad throws, bro. Makes some bad decisions, like just with the ball. Fields too, man.
Let's wait until it's not
decisions.
monsoon weather and look to see how he looks.
Yeah, but either way, like Fields, listen, here's how I feel about the Fields situation. It is what it is. Like, who do they else got, right? Yeah. Like you're gonna listen. It is what it is. Let Fields like take the lumps and whatever, right? But with the 49ers, it's such a stupid mistake, bro. I gotta be real with you. Like, and Jimmy G's on that sideline just laughing it up, bro. Inside. He has to be because he's getting paid and he's seeing his team going, yeah, you guys are really, this is what you know what I mean? Like, this is what you wanted. All right. Right. Because you know what's going to happen if they lose again or continue to lose. You know how fans are, bro. They're going to be chanting Jimmy G's name. Now, do the coaches take that, make that change at quarterback? Because if they do,
I think only way they do is if the locker room demands it.
That's what I'm saying. But then you got a problem, right? You got a problem. Yeah. You got a problem with it because now you're killing the kid's confidence. Oh, you're not right. You know, we gave you the job too soon, bud. You're gonna take another seat. Listen, some quarterbacks.
The NFL is not a feelings league.
No, 100%.
You can't be in your feelings. It's a business.
Yeah, it's just yikes. Next game I do want to talk about, which was really good game, and I normally don't stick on one game. I normally watch Red Zone. But I stuck with this game at the end. Steelers-Bengals. What a wild back and forth game.
That Steelers-Bengals game?
Yeah. So the Steelers won 23-20. But, bro, it was wild because Joe Burrow, who was – listen, I like Joe Burrow, and I think Joe Burrow is really good, and I think he's going to get better. But people calling him – some people saying he's better than Josh Allen. Like, stop it. Like, he's not better than Josh Allen.
They're calling him Tom Brady already.
I don't know if Josh Allen, I don't know, has ever had a 5-turnover game. I could be wrong, but I don't ever remember that. I could be wrong, but 4 interceptions, 1 fumble, that's a lot of turnovers.
Nathan Peterman.
Right. And, bro, the Steelers offense, I got to say, too, Trubisky looked okay. Like, I'm not saying he was bad.
No, he looked like a game manager quarterback. He didn't look spectacular. Right. But the offensive line wasn't very good either.
No, I get it, but I tell you what, the Steelers always bring that defense. I gotta say that their head coach, man, Tomlin. He is such a dog. He's such a great coach, man. But back and forth, 5 turnovers, and the Bengals bounce back. Right. They drive the field. They score the touchdown. All they need is the extra point. And, bro, I always get these weird feelings like, watch this guy miss it. Like, I always get these odd feelings that something's going to happen. Sure enough, got blocked. You know how rare that is on an extra point? Very rare. So it gets blocked. And then they go into overtime. Steelers, I believe, had possession. Then they lost, and Cincinnati had possession. Another easy field goal, way off for this guy. Like, and the Bengals rookie kicker from last season was on fire. Great kicker. He had a great season.
If you go back and look at some of those, that's on the snapper.
It is, and actually, I understand that. And even the last one, it was high, and then the holder couldn't get it down in time to put laces out. The laces were in.
Like that's on the snapper.
Yeah. And then the Pittsburgh kicker missed one too in overtime. Boinked off the
he just pushed it. He pushed it left.
Dude, it was wild. And then they came down. Steelers finally got one in, but what a wild game. It was so back and forth.
Scott
and I'm like, damn. Yeah, go ahead.
Scott calls it. He says the whole league was missing kicks again. And Mr. Myers, I'm with you on that, but I was rooting for Mitchie too. I didn't get to watch the whole game. I caught the highlights of it. I'll have to go back and watch it to really see how he played. Was he just missing throws, or were they not opening up the offense for him? Because I've also seen them do that.
He didn't look comfortable, Mikey.
Okay.
He looked a little like uncomfortable with the offense. Like they weren't really clicking. You know what I mean? Now and like to your point, it's week 1. Right, a lot of these teams weren't,
and that is the defending AFC champions that he's playing.
Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, but I gotta say the Bengals' offensive line is terrible. I think I saw
even after all that money that they spent on it,
Bro, I saw a stat today. It was like, I think 24 sacks in the last 4 games or something crazy, something wild like that. Bro, like Burrow is getting hit left and right, bro. Like they cannot, that dude's taking punishment, man. But yeah, that was a wild game. And then on to another game that was wild too. Texans and Colts. Our first tie of the season, 20-20. Texans were up, I believe, 20 to something. At one point, they were up quite a bit.
Like 20-3, I think it was.
Yeah. And the Colts bounced back, which, like, wow. And then the Colts blew it. Like, man, wild, bro. And then nobody could score in overtime.
Yeah, so I saw the thing. Like, and here we thought Matt Ryan was gonna be better than Carson Wentz. I guess not.
I mean, he actually had an okay game. He wasn't terrible. It's just they couldn't get in the end zone. I mean, that wow. The next game, Vikings beat the Packers 23-7. A lot of people had the Packers going to Super Bowl, right? They seem to have that.
I didn't.
I don't. I don't either.
You talked about this.
Yeah.
I thought the Packers were in trouble because when Devontae got hurt 1 year, I think it was one game last year, they looked horrible without him. I didn't think Aaron Rodgers is not comfortable throwing to anybody but him.
Yeah.
And he looked like it.
No. Like I said, man.
And what happened to that vaunted Packers defense? Man,
and I have
Justin
them on
Jefferson
fantasy.
was running wide
open. The
open.
One guy you don't want wide open, right? The one guy you should be paying attention to.
How do you not have Jair Alexander follow him?
Dude, I don't know. Like, bro, that was miserable. I gotta say, man, too.
It was an odd week.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers, real quick, he is such a bad teammate. I am sorry. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they love him in the locker room, but every time I see like somebody not make a play on offense or like he doesn't like it, he rolls his eyes.
Bad body language.
He gives, bro, his body language is so bad for a leader. Like, listen, Aaron Rodgers is freaking awesome. He's a really good quarterback. But hey, calm down, bro. These are your teammates. Like, yeah, he dropped the ball or he ran the wrong route, whatever. Like, pick him back up, man. Make him feel better, bro. He is not a team leader, bro. Like, I'm sorry. He's just not. He's just a dick.
Yeah, Mr. Myers is right. The way the NFL set this up, they perfectly set it up with all the guys playing against their former teams.
It's the smartest. We talked about this. It's so smart. The NFL's not stupid. Like they are really, really smart. And think about it. All these games that they set up purposely, except for ours, we're all kind of close. The Browns and the Carolina Panthers came down to the end. Browns had to kick a long, like 58-yard field goal or something like that to win it. Like they almost got beat by the Panthers. You know what I mean? Like, and the Browns are a better team.
Jacoby Brissett is just looked awful. And the little bit I saw him, he looked awful.
He's not, but he's not good. He's an okay backup right now at this stage of his career.
Yeah, Donnie, I'm with you. You know who else looked freaking awesome? The Chiefs.
We're gonna get to that and some. We're gonna get to that in a minute. Yeah. So the next game I want to talk about is the Giants beating the Titans, a team that we're playing next week. That's an upset. Kudos to Brian Dable. Kudos.
He's got some big cojones to go for two.
He does.
He's playing with house money this year, one.
And he just got done yelling at what's his name on the sideline, Daniel Jones.
He said he wasn't yelling at Jones. He said he wasn't. He said he was on the phone yelling at the people upstairs. Right. Is what he said in his post.
Dude, he's on camera reaming him out. There's no phone there. He's like,
but we also know it because he did that to Josh year one too.
Yes, 100%. No, dude, he was not on the phone unless that phone's wireless and I didn't see it and it's clear. He was definitely in his face, and I even heard he was. I didn't see it, but the announcer said it, like he was talking to OC, like they were also kind of in like a heated exchange. So maybe it was a bad call. He didn't like either. And then Daniel Jones, but Daniel Jones they need a quarterback, bro. He is not the answer there, but kudos to, like I said, Brian Dable for calling a gutsy play call there at the end for 2-point conversion, because that could have backfired easily. And then the Giants defense brung it.
Yeah.
They brung it.
And they were missing their 2 best edge rushers.
Right. They brung it. So 20 points. I thought the Titans were easily going to win. Right.
See, I didn't. Well, I thought they would win, but I didn't think they were going to blow them out because I didn't think the Titans were going to be all that great. Losing AJ Brown was a big loss to them. He was 70% of their receiving last year. Like in that Bills game we played last year, AJ Brown's the reason why we lost because he just kept getting open over the middle.
Great. That is a huge loss, no doubt. But they still got one of the best running backs in the league. And I would say Ryan Tannehill is, I always say this, he's in the middle of the pack. He's around that 15, 13.
He's good enough
range.
to lose you the big game.
Yeah, but he's also good enough to maybe get you in the playoffs too. You know what I mean?
He's good.
He's better than
to lose you that big game.
True, but I'd take him over Daniel Jones.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so that's on my point. So they had a better leader on the other side of the field. They had a better running back on the other side of the field, right? Tennessee had a little bit. They just got outplayed. They got outplayed.
That offensive line is not nearly as good either. We have 2 of their starters from last year.
That is true. Great point. Another great point. So speaking of the AFC,
before we move on, before we move on from that game,
before
we move on from that game, Scott Blakely is correct. What the hell was Daboll doing in there? Because it was not dancing in the locker room. That was not dancing.
See, I didn't see the.
You did. Oh my God! You didn't see the post game. You need to go watch that clip, dude. I don't know what he was doing. It looked like a little kid trying to dance. You know, like a baby trying to dance. I mean, it was. Oh God, it was bad. It was bad.
Right, I'll have to watch it, and we'll put it on our next Friday Night Lights show.
Yeah.
Just to laugh at him.
It was.
That doesn't surprise me though. Like if he came out and he was like awesome dancer, I think that
he was feeling himself too in there.
Was he doing the robot? Like what was he
doing?
No.
I can't even explain it. I can't do it justice.
Okay.
It looks like he's trying to drop a turd.
Was he? Oh boy. All right. Well.
Scott, that was great.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. If you think that's, I'm sure the players loved it.
Yeah, so I can't wait either. Donnie getting Trey back. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun. Like this team is so good. And we'll get to the Bills in a second.
Yeah. So back to what I was saying. Back to the AFC.
Yeah.
Which everyone said they got loaded. You know, which was true. AFC loaded up. We all know that. But I gotta say, the teams that stuck out were only a few.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills. The Kansas City Chiefs. Still like anyone shocked and right. And I thought the Chargers played pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I thought the Chargers played good on defense. I like Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack looks 100%. I gotta say he was on point. I still think Herbert makes some bad decisions. I will say this though: they lost Keenan Allen. I don't know how long for, but once again, Keenan Allen's like Glass Joe out there, and I always draft him on my fantasy. Another guy, I just drives me insane. I don't know how long he's out for, but they won. They did their job. Cincinnati did not do. They do not look like a playoff team with that loss. They just don't. They look so out of sync. Like I said, I like their quarterback, but you can't protect him, and he's taking hits like that. It's going to be a long year. If he could stay healthy, taking that many hits, Mikey. And who else? Who else looking in the AFC? Am I missing somebody?
From what I saw, because I didn't watch all of it, I was at a work conference this weekend. The Chiefs looked good, but the Chiefs ran a lot of misdirections, screen passes. You know what the Chiefs offense looked like? It reminded me of the old Andy Reid Eagles offense.
Yeah.
A lot of quick stuff, get it out. You didn't see a lot of that. Wind it up, run around, throw it, which is really good. Honestly, if Patrick Mahomes can execute that offense, they're going to be tough.
Arizona's so bad though.
Yeah, but Arizona's not very good either. So we'll find out.
I'm saying.
I
gotta say, so
I didn't get to see the Dolphins game. How did the Dolphins look?
I saw a little bit of it. So here's my.
I know they won. I just didn't get to see any of it.
So we talked about this on the AFC shakedown. It kind of. I'll be honest with you. It was kind of my prediction anyway. So I had the score being 24-21. They were going to win by a field goal. That's what I predicted. They won 20-7. So it wasn't like they lit it up. That's one. Two. One of their touchdowns was on defense. So they had a
okay. So
sack fumble.
They had 13 on offense.
That's it. That's it. So they had a touchdown by Waddle, and the rest were field goals.
What did Tyreek Hill do?
His stats. I think he had a good game. Let me see here, because I don't know offhand. So this, Hill did.
I can look it up.
94 yards. So
94 yards?
he had a good game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Waddle 69 yards and a touchdown. That's the only touchdown.
Okay.
Their quarterback Tua was 23 of 33 for 270 with a touchdown. So he had an okay game, 78 quarterback percentage. So they weren't. They don't look dangerous. I got to be honest with you. They look okay.
We'll see them in a couple weeks.
Yeah, they look okay. Like, but the thing is, the
Dolphins
Patriots
are frauds.
Yeah, the Patriots know how to bring their defense though. I will give that. Bill Belichick,
unless he's playing Josh Allen.
But boy, New England's offense, and just like I was saying to Trevor and Juan, it's going to be a rough year if they're.
Well, we knew that going into the preseason. They were struggling in training camp and in preseason.
I don't know. Yeah, but I don't know what they're like. What is he doing with Judge and Patricia as the OCs? And like I don't get it. And you're now look how bad Mac Jones. I mean, Mac Jones is getting like he just. I mean,
they had to give him an MRI on his back. I guess it came back clean, but
yeah, I mean, they have no weapons for him.
I don't know.
Just not good. Anyways, did you see OJ Howard had 2 touchdowns?
Yeah, I did. He had 2 catches, 38 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
He did. And
but both his catches were touchdowns. Good for OJ.
Yeah, good for him.
You know what that means? They're going to keep him on. I want OJ to do well. That means they'll keep him all year, and we'll get a credit back at the end of the year.
Yes. Get that. Earn us that credit, OJ.
Earn us that cap credit, buddy. Come on.
Give us that cap credit back. But no, in hindsight, come on. That was Sweeney, who's already injured.
Like, okay, we're not gonna rehash this again, Tom.
I'm gonna rehash it only because he had 2 touchdowns. You have to rehash it because that was a mistake.
No, that's a different offense than what we run. Our offense is different than a lot of offenses.
Okay, but he was also healthy. Which Sweeney wasn't. Like, so even if like Sweeney couldn't even provide anything anyways because he's not even on the field. Anyways, moving forward. Yeah. Ed Oliver ankle day to day. He said he's ready. He'll be ready to go versus Titans. It was weird because he sprained it in the game. He went out, and I thought he looked upset. So I thought at first, it could be bad. But then he went back in. But I noticed like he wasn't pushing. Like when he was pushing on it, you could tell he wasn't right at that point. And I think he took himself out of the game, which was a smart thing to do. And we talked about this because at that point of the game, Jordan Phillips was playing
him and Settle. Jordan Phillips was a man-child anyway.
So there was no need.
But that defensive line rotation, then we just slid Boogie Basham inside, and he was athletic enough to, bat one up and pick it off.
Yeah, so there was like no need for Ed Oliver to re-aggravate that. Just take a seat.
Early in the year.
Take a seat, relax. We got what was it, 12 days for the next game? I mean, dude, it's a hell of a break. You know what I mean? Chill out, relax, sit down. We were
it wasn't like we were in a dogfight. Yeah, we weren't.
Right, we were in control of that game. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm glad that he did take himself out because maybe the coaches weren't, seeing it like that because he was walking on the side. He put one back in the game because you know how that is. Ankle injuries are weird, man. Like, I've seen some bad sprains and the guy goes back out there and plays the whole game. Yeah. You would never know. So they look bad on video, but some they tweak it and they're out the whole a month. So you never know,
Like we got lucky as a low ankle sprain and not a high ankle sprain. Someone said that in the chat.
Yeah, no, he'll be fine. It was probably just a tweak. Was there any other injuries in that game that you know of? Because I don't recall.
No, that was the only one.
Were pretty healthy, right? And that's not even a big game. That's like day-to-day.
Saffold got poked in the eye, but he came back. I heard that Singletary was when Cook fumbled because Singletary they had the split backs. His arm got rolled up on, and it's why he didn't touch the ball as much.
Yeah. Singletary got rolled up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. So they said something about it like his.
So he's a day-to-day
arm. Yeah. If you go back and watch that fumble, He got rolled up on. He still played, and he played like coming out of the second half. But after that first drive of the second half, you didn't see him much after that.
Yeah, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
it makes sense because he was clearly the best option.
Yeah, like I couldn't figure out why, and I can't remember where I heard it. I heard it on one of the things they were talking about, and they said that he got rolled up on, and then you go back and watch that fumble. He went to grab the ball, and the guy landed on his arm, and he was like all twisted up like a pretzel.
Well, hopefully it's day to day, and it's just nothing, nothing.
Like he was,
I didn't hear nothing
they didn't, they didn't even like list him on like afterwards about the injury. You just didn't see him very much.
Maybe it was precaution. Maybe it was just he was just like, hey, we'll be okay with that. Just chill out for a little bit. Yep. I do. Right here, Muhammad. What's going on, brother? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Yeah, Hackett's bad.
Oh man, Hack. Me and Tommy were talking about this like right before the show went live. How do you let it run from like 45 down to 20 and then call a timeout?
Bro, that was like some what was the coach names for the Charger that used to coach for us? Who was terrible at clock management?
I can't remember his name. But I know who you're talking about.
He was our man.
He was our offensive coordinator. He was our running back coach, offensive coordinator, and coach all in the same year.
Yeah. And then he went and he wasn't a terrible coach, but he was terrible game. Anthony Lynn.
Lynn, yeah.
Chargers.
Yeah.
Terrible game management. Like he could not he was terrible at always make mistakes. And this guy, 40, what are you doing there? Like you have, bro, it's not like at first I thought they had one timeout because I was looking on the wrong side. And I'm like, oh, no wonder. Okay, I get it. Because you want a first down. You want to, save that. You got, but then and then I hear you go, yeah, 3 timeout. I look, I'm like, 3 timeout. What is it? Call the timeout. But man, and that I got to say it too, though. That's on Russell Wilson too.
Yeah,
you're a leader, right?
Even you
can make. They're not going to yell at you for the timeout.
Yeah, even if they call it at 45, right, and they kick the field goal like they tried, they had 45 seconds and 3 timeouts. They could have made them punt the ball back and had another shot.
Right, and a long ass field goal too.
Yeah,
bro. Like
it's
what
crazy.
Are you doing there? Like, bro, I would have called.
They deserve to lose that game,
bro. Bro, they should have called timeout
right away.
Got with Russell and said, what's the best play we can run right now? Because 64, bro, it's too far. If it was in Denver, I would say, you know what, maybe. You know what I mean? Like field goal.
I mean, he had the distance. It was just went left.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but still, that's a long field goal.
64. You want that
5 yards
in Denver or in a dome.
5 yards, I'd trust Russ for 5 yards over a 64-yard field goal. You get what I'm saying?
We would just run, quarterback power left, quarterback power right.
That's all it is. Josh Allen's going to do whatever with the ball. He's going to run it. 100% sure. What was the guy?
I know. Yeah, Muhammad calls that. That's right. Can you imagine trading all that you did, giving Russ that big contract, and then not giving him the ball?
I don't get it. If that was, like I said, if that was like a 4th and 13,
rookie coach,
or 4th and 10, or bro, is exactly my point. Rookie coach doesn't know, but you got to kind of put that on Russ too, though. Yeah. He's a veteran. You take the leadership there. Call time. He's not. Was going to yell at you? He can't yell at you. By the way, chat real quick. Maybe because we can't figure it out. What the hell is on Russell Wilson's shoulder? Like, was that Darth Vader? What is that? Figure guy.
That's really bothering you, isn't it?
It is bothering the hell out of me because it's not. I don't know what the hell that is. I've never seen that before. So if you guys know what the hell is on
an image of Gino outplaying Russ.
That's funny. Yeah, bro, it could be. He predicted
Bills
the future.
Bills fan 1970. How you doing, bud? Oh God, we looked so good. All right, are we gonna get into the Bills game now?
Yeah, we are. I do want to say something real quick though, because we are on the Bills game still, and we're gonna get into that. Going back to that Josh Allen run that he had where he stiff-armed the hell out of that guy.
God.
If you go back and watch that, and I know you're going to say, oh, you're just loving Singletary. Singletary had a freaking unbelievable
huge block
on Bobby Wagner. And for everybody that was out there, when I said that he is a good blocker in the pass game, and they're like, no, you're not. He is a good blocker in the pass game. So that was a hell of, like, if you don't make that block there, Wagner ties up Allen. I'm telling you,
who's
right now.
not a good blocker the past game is that Dallas running back Pollard.
Oh,
My God,
he's not a bad running back though, but he's not.
No, he can roll.
Yeah.
You do not put him like that. He looked worse than Cook in the pass protection.
What
At least
happened
Cook stepped up into it. Oh my God,
Elliott has fallen off, man. And I picked him. That's another guy I picked up in fan. What happened to him? They give him a contract.
Elliott's been going down for a couple years now, bro.
What the freaking man?
But
I'll
honestly,
tell you what, though.
I'll tell you part of it is that offensive line. The offensive line is shot.
I will say this though, with that backup, whoever that quarterback is coming in, they will see the ball more. Yes, the running backs will get the ball more. So it's possibly good for me. Anyways, back to the Buffalo game. So I want to talk to you because we came up with this thumbs up, thumbs down segment from Mr. Mikey. So, Mr. Mikey, the floor is yours on your thumbs up, thumbs down.
So my thumbs up, thumbs down. We'll start with thumbs up. Josh Allen. Josh Allen and the offense really. Outside of the turnovers, which we'll get to, we were in our third down offense. We were 90%. We were 9 for 10 on third down. Josh Allen was 26 of 31 for 297 and 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Really, only one was his fault because McKenzie gifted one away. Mm-hmm. And really, he was 28 for 31 because 2 of them were picked off. So people were catching his balls. The dude was on fire. So I would definitely say thumbs up, Josh Allen. Other thumbs up I have, the defensive line. That defensive line, 4-man pressure, 7 sacks, 15 QB hits. I didn't even see what the pressures were. Like I heard that we were over 50% pressures on his dropbacks.
Yeah.
On a 4-man rush, we did not blitz one time.
Yeah, it was
like honestly, most of our defense gets the thumbs up, really, because you look at Christian Benford, got the start. Because we were playing this week. And listen, I saw Christian Benford. I went to Twitter today because I wasn't on it over the weekend. That was a bad move by me, by the way. Just stay out of that cesspool. I went there and I was seeing people like talking about trading Kyler Elam because Benford, a 6-round guy, took his job. Listen,
I know.
Elam came from a press man defense. It's going to take him some time to learn the zone concepts. Benford is better zone than he is press man. So what that does is that gives Leslie Frazier and Sean McDermott the ability to change up their defensive schemes week to week based on the matchup. If we play more man, you can play Elam more. If we play more zone, you can play Benford more. You put your players in position to succeed by playing to their strengths, right? Like ultimately, that's what you should be doing. So, but got to give a thumbs up to, Dane Jackson held it down. My Hyde Poyer back there. It was awesome to see Milano and Edmonds running free. Mm-hmm. And man, who brought the nasty? They started hitting. I mean, they were hitting hard.
Dude, Jordan Phillips laid him out too on that spin move. Man, he flattened him like a pancake, bro. Like, can you imagine a big dude like that coming right
that's
at
a nightmare.
you?
Did you see the camera view from behind Stafford when he spun? You come like, if I was Stafford, I might have ducked. I might just curl up into the ball. Don't hit me,
bro. He had free. That spin move was nasty, bro.
It was.
For a big dude making those moves. That's what I'm telling you.
Von Miller.
I absolutely love that dude, bro. Like, he brings the juice, bro. Like, he has some good moves. I got to tell you. Like, I really don't want to see him go. It sucks he's on a 1-year deal. I hope they figure it out. And
they'll figure it out. They'll figure it out.
I hope so, because
he plays so well in this defense.
Man, he thrives, and he just loves. I think it's something with Leslie and Frazier too. Like, they have a really good connection that started off bad, by the way, right? Like, they didn't see eye to eye. Frazier chewed him out early on when he first got here.
Taught him how to be a pro.
Yeah, and he just bought in, man. And now they're like eye to eye, man. I think Frazier, speaking of our defense, bro, he has to be loving what Brandon Beane brung for him.
Oh, God,
tools,
yes.
Everything he has.
That defensive line, man. And, Levi Wallace couldn't even win a starting job on the Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
And we had him starting for us. We brought in upgrades at corner. We brought in upgrades on that D line.
100%.
Now he can get exotic on how he wants to do it. And we can get we got pressure with 4-man rush.
Yeah. And it started with Von Miller, who it was so funny because the play before that, Chris Collinsworth was commenting on Note Boom on how
he set him up.
Yeah, how good he was guarding him or whatever. Mm-hmm. Like he's like, he's doing it good. He's holding his own. And then right after that, he got bull rush, bro.
Yeah, well, Vaughn set him up. Vaughn talks about how he sets him up. He sets up the previous play. So he ran wide all the way around, and Note Boom went with him. He took that step to go wide. Note Boom turned, and then he just bull rushed him right back into Stafford. He set him up. But you can't listen to those guys. Those guys don't know what the heck they're talking about.
No, it's just funny. It's
Collinsworth is so bad.
Oh, and now he's loving Josh Allen, but last year he was like, in the year before, dogging him. Get the hell out of here. And I used to like Collinsworth, but bad week for kickers. And Muhammad, I will say this: I love Bass too, but
he kicked one out of bounds,
right? You can't do that.
On that touchdown. The one touchdown they did get was set up by Bass kicking it out of kicking it out of bounds.
40. That's such bro. I gotta say, Mikey, that's a that penalty hurt, bro. That's really bad penalty because that starts you pretty much at midfield. I mean, you're right there, like on a kickoff, bro. That had nothing to no like unsportsmanlike, no face mask grab. A kickoff out of bounds gets you all.
It's
you
bad.
Can't do that, bro. You can't do that.
So I'll go to my thumbs down. Moss and Cook fumbles, and then the turnovers overall thumbs down.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna end on a positive thumbs up.
Yeah.
Ken Dorsey.
Yeah.
Welcome to the NFL, brother. Talk about a flawless first game. The dude was mixing all. Coach Cromer.
Oh, dude,
man! Yeah. Did you see the new run fits we were running with? Guys pulling. We have tackles pulling.
Was your heart beating? Was your heart beating as fast as mine when Saffold went down though?
No,
dude. I was like, oh no.
Did you see?
Dude. I know Saffold going down would be terrible. What do you mean?
I would be like. I thought we put Questenberry in, and we did. We put Van Rotten in.
I get it, but I don't want Saffold going.
No, I didn't. Well, when he went down, I saw him grabbing his eye, so I thought it.
Thank God.
Anything major.
Yeah, I didn't know at first. I was just like, but then once they said eye, probably just got poked or something. But dude, that guy's such a key component to that offensive line, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He's such a savvy, vet.
Cromer and Dorsey. Cromer, God. I forgot what it was like to have a real offensive line coach,
bro, and an offensive coordinator who
mixes it up,
and not even that. Just what was it? What would I always say about Dable? Oh, that he doesn't adjust. He's terrible at adjusting in game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dorsey in that game. Listen, we were up 7-0 to 10. And then we kind of fell flat. We had some turnovers, right? Things weren't going. And then what did he do? Some in-game adjustments, right? Came out second half.
We
looked night and day. Yeah. Started off running the ball right away, right? Opened that up for some play actions. Or just got Josh going a little bit there at the end too, right? With run. Like he mixed it up. And that's one thing Dable just couldn't do while he was here. In-game adjustments were his flaw. Number one flaw. So shout out to you, like you said, Ken Dorsey.
Him and Cromer end with my thumbs up, and it's two thumbs up for those two guys.
You got it.
Super excited. I was, you know what? I loved how he mixed it up. I really did.
Love it. Yeah, and I think that's nothing, bro. We talked about this when we did the post game on Thursday night. Listen, I'm telling you. Ken Dorsey is going to take a couple weeks for us to really see what's inside that playbook. Like really because I think right now, especially that game, I think it was not basic, but I think it was just very like, hey, we're not gonna do any kind of flash.
He didn't pull anything out.
He didn't pull anything out of his bag. I think it was more like let's do the fundamentals, but do them right. Let's do this. Let's run the ball here. Let's do some short, quick passes. Let's get the ball out of Allen's hand quick. Right. We took away the Rams defense.
Yeah.
Allen was getting rid of the ball 2.2 seconds, something like that. I loved it. Now, some of my people say, "Oh, it's short pass, short." Bro, we drove right down the field, easy.
And you know what? Josh bought in.
Yeah, and he bought it, and then when he saw it was there, boom, 50-yard pass.
Oh, by the way, I was listening to One Bills Live today, and they were talking about it. You know that pass to Stephon Diggs was drawn up in the huddle.
Yes,
he looked up. He's like he looked up, realized Donald wasn't on the field. And he saw that they were playing with him, and he told him to go deep.
Yeah, and that was let me tell you, that was a tough on the running to the right, running
like 15 miles an hour, and then just off your
off his foot,
opposite foot. He threw it off his left too.
Yeah, great. It
flicked it 55 yards.
And then the Gabriel Davis deep pass too was beautiful. It was a pretty pass. Gabriel Davis. Speaking of that, Gabriel Davis. Boy, did he finish where he left off, right? In Kansas City.
Yeah.
He started where he left off, he started off where he left off in Kansas City. Man, dude, he looks faster to me.
Mm-hmm.
He looks bigger.
He is bigger. He put on 15 pounds.
Right. I'm just saying, you could see it. It's noticeably different. So faster, bigger, and his route running has improved drastically.
You know what? Crowder,
man, dude, he's going to be a problem.
Too. Yeah, Crowder.
Dude. And we talked about this Thursday pregame. Why is he getting the start? Over? Why is it Khalil Shakir in the game? And we were kind of going back and forth at first, and then we kind of thought about it. Well, maybe they need that veteran in there, right? On the short yard passes. And boy, he was there he I swear to God, he was like Cole Beasley for Josh Allen in that game, right? When Josh needed that 3 yards, 4 yards, right? 2, whatever it was, 5, 6, he was always available for Josh. And that was great to see.
Yeah, Muhammad's got it here. David's last 11 catches have mostly been for big yards. He has 1 5-yard catch. Everything else has been first downs and touchdowns.
Yeah, he's averaging I don't even remember. I got to see in that
18
game.
18 yards a catch or something like that.
Yeah, something wow. So he is our remember we were always talking about our big deep threat. He's maybe starting to turn it.
Right.
To be honest with you.
We don't have the burner, but we don't need the burner when we have a guy who's that big, who's so subtle that you can still get deep.
Yeah. And guys, I want to get concerned on Dawson Knox not getting anything this game. That was planned, I think.
By design.
By design for him to be more of a blocker.
Mm-hmm.
And he does it so well. So I don't, he doesn't care. Listen, a lot of these players, which is great, even Diggs, it's not so much about stats. They want to win. They want to win games. They don't care how it's done. And that's why I love these players, man, including Singletary too. Like I said, Singletary, if he was somewhere else, Mikey, I swear to you, if he was a lead back somewhere else where they ran the ball a little bit more, he would get more. Trust me, he would have more yards.
I'm gonna have to send you a picture of Singletary with a heart around it. So
he's
not with the Bills.
I have so many Singletary stuff.
I know, but I'm gonna have to send you a heart frame so you can put it in there because he's not with the Bills next year.
I would listen.
You're gonna be sad.
I would 100% have that. Is there a player that there's always a player that leaves a team that you still love? You know what I mean? No matter where they go, for the most part,
Singletary's one of those guys.
He will be one of those guys for me, at least. And trust me, there's always someone that you go, man, I wish him well. No matter what,
Horrible Harry, Harrison Phillips.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so that's your guy. Yeah, so okay, exactly. So you know what I mean? I will understand when he leaves, and I get it, and I'll still be a fan. I think he'll succeed somewhere else. And I think he's going to succeed here. I'm just saying, I don't think he's going to get an extension.
If we don't give him Tyrod, Mohamed Tyrod. Tyrod's one of those guys who I always wish.
Me too.
I love that guy. He was the quarterback that led us out of the drought.
That's a great.
No matter what, that was a great name. To pull out. Bobby Trees, Robert Woods, another guy. I always rooted for him. I loved him.
Right, Robert Woods,
Loved
Lee
him.
Evans. When Lee Evans left, I wished him I love Lee Evans, man.
I was gutted
guy.
when he dropped that touchdown.
I know, for the Ravens.
I was gutted for him.
And he had good hands. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, Stevie did one.
But anyways, yeah, so really the only thumbs downs I have were around the turnovers.
The turnovers were
but other
shitty.
than that, we played a really solid game across the board.
We did. And we should have scored. Listen, if it wasn't for the turnovers and the stupid bonehead, kickoff out of bounds or whatever, which is not, I highly doubt you see that again. We would have been over 40 in this game. And I don't know if they would have scored a touchdown. I'm going to be real with you. I think they would have scored maybe a couple field goals at best. Bro, in that game, and we talked about this as well after postgame, I've never seen a team so defeated where they're not even going for it at the end of the game just to try to put some points on the board. And the Rams were just done. They were just running like they didn't care anymore. That's super rare, bro. That is super rare to see.
It looked like they were just trying to get out of the game.
They just wanted out. Bro, you never see a team run the clock out when they're down. They always try to put so they don't look at the score don't look that bad.
Steve, that's that hot take.
Hey, whoa. He must be
Tommy is a Singletary stan.
He's not very average. See, you got to listen. See, now he opened the box, Mikey, not me. He is not very average. He is not. I'm sorry. I totally disagree there. 100% I disagree. Go back, look at his rookie season all the way up to now. Look at his rushing average. He's never under 4.7. 5.1 his rookie year, 4.6, I think, the second year, 4 points something the following. This game, he was averaging 6 yards a carry. You can't really blame him for not getting like 1,000-yard season or a lot of touches.
He doesn't get a bunch of touches.
When he doesn't, when the offensive line was putrid, when Brian Daboll never called running plays for him anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, and not only that, Mikey, he's a very good pass blocker. He's very trustworthy back there. Josh Allen, he picks up a ton of blocks. So he's not just below average or whatever you said.
Average.
Look at Zach Moss.
Very average.
Right. Zach Moss. Now, if you said that about Zach Moss, I couldn't fight you over that. Now, will Zach Moss get better? Mikey thinks so. I think Moss is what you see. I think Moss is.
Oh, he's challenging you now, Tommy.
Yeah. Well, is he?
Who would he start over on other teams?
Oh, dude, there's a lot. If I listen, if I could pull it up right now, teams running backs, bro, he could be a starter in Miami all day for the Dolphins, all day.
Over Edmonds?
Yes, all day.
Okay.
Oh, yes. Hell yes. He'd be a starter. And where else? I had to pull up bad teams. Were bad running backs, but there's a ton. Houston, right? Where else, Mikey? Trust me, there's many teams with bad running backs. I'm just I'm because I don't follow.
He'd probably be starter in San Francisco. Like, God, can you imagine him in that Kyle Shanahan system?
Right.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
So I mean,
maybe he may be a starter in LA because the Rams have Henderson and Akers, and Akers didn't even play.
Jacksonville, possibly. Let's see here, just to throw out some. Who's Denver got? Denver guy's okay running back.
No, Denver's got two really good running backs. They have Gordon and
that's right. I forgot they got Gordon. They re-signed
Gordon and Javonte. Javonte is a man-child down there.
Washington has who do they got?
No. They got Robinson Jr.
But the guy got hurt,
and Gibson.
But he got hurt, and Gibson now is a starter, right?
Yeah.
Over him. Who's the Giants running back?
Saquon, who looked really good.
Who looked very good bounce back. Chicago, who's your running back?
Montgomery and Herbert.
Montgomery's okay. He fell off a little bit. I thought he started off good his rookie year. I don't think he's that good anymore. Detroit has a hell of a running back. I got to tell you that.
They got a two-headed monster.
Yeah, and by the way, kudos to the Lions. Kudos to the Lions for what they did. Atlanta, by the way, kudos to Cordell Patterson, who they keep. That dude is a monster, bro. That guy is amazing.
That guy is amazing.
He's not even a running back.
He is now.
Running back.
He is now.
But, dude, people sleep on him all the time. Like, I'm like, bro, this guy doesn't. He's a
playmaker.
But yeah, either way, he would definitely be. Arizona even. Connor, I like him, but I don't think he's anything that special. Like, I really don't. I think
I would say he could probably start for probably about 12 of the 32 teams.
Yes. And bro, like I said,
Which technically means he's average.
And you haven't, but Mikey, that's what you see now, what you saw from him. Yeah. I have no idea how we would run with a system that uses running backs. I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All I know is what I see, and the stats behind a terrible offensive line have been pretty damn good. Okay? Look at the running backs we had, Mikey. I'm just going to throw some out there, and we're going to move on. Who do we bring in here? We brought in the guy who's on the Giants now, I think, too, the backup Breida, right? Mm-hmm. Everyone's like, oh, Breida should start. It blew my mind, right? He's not even on the team, right? We got rid of him after a year. TJ Yeldon. You guys remember him? No good. Zach Moss, he's been averaging 2.7 a carry. Just throwing that out there. Who else did we have, Mikey? Who else? Oh, Frank Gore, right? Frank Gore, who lost a job.
Don't you dare.
No, but I'm saying on our team, he was not the
third all-time leading rusher.
But he wasn't the Frank Gore of 30, 25. He was a Frank Gore 38, whatever he was. My point is, we haven't had a good running back here. Singletary is the good running back, and he's had a good
running back since Shady.
That's true, but I still disagree. I still think Singletary is a pretty good running back. You guys are totally wrong. Anyways, moving on. So what would you rank the Bills defense?
Feelings tonight.
Yeah, man, don't get me going on Devin. Bills offense. What would you rank it? A to F. Let's just give it a grade.
I'm gonna give it a B+. Because they had a bunch of turnovers in the second quarter.
They did. Yeah. I'm gonna give it.
But they had an A+ second half.
They did. I'm gonna give it a B. The turnovers were unacceptable. That's way too many. Josh was responsible for one. No matter what anyone thinks, he tried to squeeze that in there. That's on him, and that's going to happen. No one is perfect. We were 90% on third down, by the way. So like
9 of 10.
Right. So, I mean, technically one interception. I'm not even going to count this McKenzie
giveaway.
McKenzie, you do know he throws like 100 miles an hour. You got to catch that, but catch the damn ball. Don't bobble it. Anyways, a B. So the defense, an A all day.
Across the board.
All day across the board. And I have somebody who runs a show on Saturday Mikey. Jason Malloy, you guys, listen. If you want a guy who is totally a guy who is just very hard on the Buffalo Bills with his grades, he is the guy.
What did Malloy give him?
He's very critical. He said they both suck. He said Benford sucks. He thinks Elam should be in there over Benford. He thought Benford
does not suck.
Yeah, I don't understand his logic on that. He's just very critical. So
that's fine.
Which listen, I like different personalities, and I love the I don't mind that. Like I like the different opinions on stuff. So if you guys got to tune in on Saturdays at 8:30 for him. If you guys want to go back and forth and debate him.
Me and Mr. Malloy are going to have some fun.
Yeah, because he is, you ever guys see Debbie Downer? Like that's.
So Malloy. He always looks on the dark side of things. He finds the reason why.
Oh, it's like,
I'll tell you, Benford played fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, he did get one pass interference call because he was being, a little grabby, but I like that he's aggressive. We talked about this. Yeah. We're changing our philosophy a little bit. We're getting more physical defense. We're not going to be that finesse defense. I love it.
Yeah, I listen. We said this last year,
and Steve, I'm with you on that, bud.
We said that last year about penalties. Like, look, if it's a penalty for 5 yards on a holding that you got burnt, or you're playing a little bit too physical, I don't mind that. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take that. I'll take it all day. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Over you just giving up the play. You know what I mean? And was the bad thing about Levi. Like, he didn't do that. He didn't play physical like when he got burnt. He just tried to catch up.
He just played the concept, the zone concept.
Right. So you got to be smart. You got to play physical. You got to know when to hold, right? Sometimes you'll get away with those. See it all the time. It's NFL. They don't always see it. Yeah. And I'm not saying cheat. I'm just saying
be physical.
Yeah, Benford and Elam are going to get calls this year on that, 100%.
That's fine.
And I don't mind it as long as it's smart. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as it's a smart like play that they did.
Yeah, if they're battling for position on a ball that's coming,
I don't
mind that. What I don't want to see is them, grabbing when the ball wasn't coming to them, and then they get called for some off other side of the field penalty.
Exactly. Exactly. When the play is way over, has nothing to do with it. I'm good with that. But they didn't do that this game. I thought Benford, listen, not only that, Cooper Kupp. I mean, every stud wide receiver is going to get yards. They're going to get their stuff. But we allowed 10 points, Mikey. So I don't care if he had 200 yards. At the end of the day, we only allowed 10 points, and I'm good with that. And that's not going to always happen.
And we didn't just only allow 10 points. We held them under 250 total yards.
Right. Exactly. So, I mean,
I'm with Steve on this one. Benford's very sound. Will be converted to safety. I do believe he will also be converted to safety. I believe that he's very much in the Micah Hyde role of that corner that's probably going to be converted to safety. Yeah. In the future. They're just trying to find a way to get him on the field because the dude's good. And I'm not a big Levi Wallace fan either. However, I did bury my hatchet with Levi, so I won't be. I will not be talking negative about the man.
By the way, I guess Rachel Bush still isn't happy about.
They gave him $2 million more. She's still not happy with it.
Not happy about it.
Maybe she should have been his agent. I don't even listen to it.
She sticks up for her man. How about that? Like,
if he didn't want the money, he could have said no.
Right. Like, to me, speaking on the Poyer thing real quick, I think I like it. Like, listen, just like his agent said, it shows good faith, and I think they're gonna do a deal. I really truly believe they're gonna get a deal done. I think they did that. They didn't have to do that. I think they did that just to say, hey, we want to keep you happy. Right. We appreciate you, but it's going to give us a little time here. Right. Let me figure this out. Right. Like how Brandon Beane always does, because Brandon Beane has to work the books. He has to figure out contracts.
We'll see if they
I think it gets done. I personally think it gets done. Why would they do that? It makes no sense of doing this.
Yeah.
Poyer wasn't a sit out. I think they did it on purpose. I think they're going to get a deal done.
We'll see. I have a feeling. Well, at the end of the year, he's going to have a number that he wants, and we're going to say, listen, here's our number. Go see if you can get more than that. If you get more than that, we love you. Good luck. If you don't, this is sitting here for you. That's just me. That's what I think.
Yeah, but this isn't a.
Tell me, we can go back and forth. Neither one of us know.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. I get your opinion.
But what top player on the Buffalo Bills since Brandon Beane has arrived that he let walk out the door and just
hasn't. But at some point we're gonna have to.
I know, but I'm asking you, as of now,
we haven't.
What? Right. So I'm just saying, what contracts has he extended?
So going into next year, we're gonna have to pay Edmonds,
I get what you're saying.
Oliver.
There's gonna be somebody out. I understand, but every time we go down here this road where we're talking about like the cap, right? Who we're gonna sign in free agency, what we're gonna do.
You made your opinion, but do you think we're gonna re-sign him? I just made an opinion. I don't believe so.
Okay.
You can have an opinion. I can have an opinion. It could be different. It's okay.
All right. Don't get upset, Mikey. I'm just letting you know.
No, but every time I say I don't think we're gonna sign him, and you try to bring me around to your side,
it's not about bringing him on my side. I'm just throwing facts out there. As of now, every big player that's been on the Buffalo Bills since Brandon Beane's been here, that we all said is going to walk out the door, he's going to do this, he has signed the deal. Just like I'll never forget it. Stephon Diggs deal. Oh, we're not going to get that done. He wants all this money. We're not going to get it done. He sure
said he wasn't going to get done.
No, I didn't say you. I didn't say you.
I'm like, I don't even remember us talking about that.
A lot of people were saying that.
Yeah.
A ton of people, right? That's Josh Allen, the year he got his deal done. Oh, they're gonna wait. They can't afford it. They're gonna wait. They're gonna wait the next year. No, they're gonna get it done. They sure did get it done. So I'm just saying, every deal has been done so far. He's gotten done. Every deal. Dawson Knox, throw that out there. We didn't think he would get done that early. He sure as hell got it done early, right?
Which is why I kind of think that that Poyer's not going to get the done deal until
because of Knox,
this offseason.
Knox deal.
I think we gave Knox the money that we were going to give Poyer. I really do.
Okay.
Which makes sense. Poyer's an older, aging veteran, and we're not in the same spot. He ain't playing like it. You're right. You're right. and we you know what? That bullet may come back to bite us later if we let him go and we can't find someone.
But I will say this. I will say this though. If they don't, I understand your point.
Why?
Like I understand why. Like I get it, especially if you got young guys.
Hope we do. I hope we do. I love Poyer. I hope him and Micah him and Micah both get a deal and they're here for 2 to 3 more years and then we can move on. At some point they're going to move on. Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's the crappy thing about football.
Yeah. Daniel, I'm with you, buddy. I'm with you. Yeah. Because there are some core guys that we need to sign. And I have a feeling Poyer is going to be the odd man out because he's the aging veteran and we're going to want to sign the young core guys. But we'll see.
Gillingham's already re-signed, by the way.
Yeah, we just re-signed Gilliam. We signed Knox.
Is already re-signed.
But we have Oliver, we have Davis.
But Oliver they gave the
5th-year option, but that just locks him up.
I know it's coming up. Yeah. Right. But I'm saying he has that 5th year locked up already.
Davis, Edmonds. There's somebody else we have coming up too. Hyde.
Yeah, no, Hyde's I think 2 years away, right?
No, next year.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Him and Poyer are 1 year difference.
They'll have to figure that out. They'll have to figure it out. I still think they get a deal done. I think they get I'm going to say this. I still think they get a deal done for both. I think they figure it out. I don't think it's crazy. Okay. I don't think it's a long deal either. I think it's just long enough to keep them happy. But like I said,
I hope you're right.
Who knows? The Edmonds contract though is tricky. That one I think is going to be really tricky because linebacker money.
He's the captain of our defense too.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying linebacker money is big money, and who knows what's someone's willing to pay for him. You know what I'm saying? Like my point is on Poyer. Who's willing to? I highly doubt like someone around the league is going to pay big, huge top 3 safety money.
Yeah, that's why
linebacker. I could see Edmonds getting that top 3 crazy contract. It happens all the time.
Yeah. Jordan Phillips is on 1 year deal, and I think we're going to want to bring him back too.
Yeah, but Jordan Phillips might work with us. He seems
okay. You're finding every reason. What I'm saying is all these guys need to get paid.
Yeah, of course.
And Poyer obviously wants top money.
We'll see. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not living in this home. We gotta talk to Rachel Bush. All right, can you get her on here?
No.
She will
answer no part of that lady. I want no part of that lady.
She will answer that right away.
I want no part of that lady. I like to bring positivity into my life.
She will be right on here.
Positively into my life.
And you know what? She'll be like, Tommy's the man. Mikey, you son of a
right? And she yell at me. I don't need that. Like, it's not that I don't want Poyer. It's not that I don't want him.
He's aging what?
There's too many younger core guys we need to sign before Poyer gets his money. So
later, Muhammad, man. Thank you for popping on. I haven't seen you in a minute, man. We love having
appreciate
you.
We know it's late.
Yeah, and speaking of late, Mike, you have any last minute thoughts before we clock out of here?
I'll tell you, it's gonna be a long week, brother, to get to next Monday. To get for our game. That's the only bad part. I was so excited for the kickoff. The real bad part was we had to wait 12 days after it to get to our next game.
I don't ever remember watching 2 Sundays in a row with no Buffalo Bills football.
Right?
So odd.
You mean I have to go through a whole weekend without the Bills football and go back to work again? Like, I never wish my weekends away. But I'll be wishing my weekend away this coming weekend because I want to watch the Bills.
I know.
The positive is we get to go live right after and talk about what we saw.
Yeah, I know. It's just weird. I don't think it's ever happened before, too. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Like, there's never been an opening. Now, they just started in, I think, 2008 or something like that, where they had the Thursday night opener. But I believe I heard somewhere where there was never been a Monday, like the same team having a Monday night football game right after that opener on Thursday night.
Yeah.
I believe we're the first ones ever to do it. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Yeah, Steve, you're right. It's called cash over cap. you can give them a ton of cash up front, but spread it out for the cap to hit later on in the years. It's
You think
Pat McAfee talks about cash over cap all the time.
You think they rework Josh's contract somewhere down the line?
I think they rework him next year. He has a $25 million coupon.
I know, it's huge.
As Greg Tonsett from Cover One likes to call it.
Yeah.
The $25 million coupon. Because he has a coupon. Trey White has one.
Mm-hmm.
We just redid Dion's, so we took Dion's this year. But we have probably about 50 million, 40, about 40 million in coupons between White and Allen that we could re-sign and then push the money down the line. So, I mean, I guess technically with that 40 million that we get, we could re-sign them. You know, we could probably re-sign most of them.
And we don't know what the cap, will really
next
be yet.
Next year is when the new money starts kicking in.
Right, I mean, like we don't know what the official
and Josh's contract is going to be like by this time next year, he's going to be like the 10th highest paid in the league.
I know. You know he's gonna. You know that in about a year maybe two, whatever, we're gonna be sitting here talking about Allen wanting.
We're gonna be about year 4. So in about 3 years, we'll be ripping that contract up and re-signing to a new one.
Right, because he's gonna be like, "Hey, why am I the 15th highest
paid?" Like Pat Mahomes the same way.
Right. Yo, what's going on?
See, we have like 40 million in coupons between Allen and White that we can just bring forward next year to sign some of these guys. So who knows, Tommy? Maybe we do find the money and we do re-sign him.
He's smooth, man. I guess that was my main point.
It's not right now because Josh's coupon doesn't kick in until 2023. We do have the 15 million that we could do it now for Trey White. But Josh's, we have to wait until next year because that's when because he's not playing under that 5th-year option right now, and his is very low.
Right. By the way, you think you see Shaq Lawson next week play because he wasn't suited this week? You think it's going to be a game by game kind of decision?
I think it's but knowing that it's going to be basically a Derrick Henry game, I can see Shaq playing.
Okay. I was just curious. He was on my bubble to start with. Obviously, I'm not saying he's going to get cut or anything, but clearly they see him as, where he's a game by game kind of dress guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of those players. And just a heads up too on the fumble by James Cook. Listen, guys, I saw a lot of tweets too. Oh, he said his first carry happens.
There's a lot of legendary
Kareem Hunt Kareem Hunt. I remember
Tomlinson's first carry was a fumble.
Yeah, so listen, slow down. He's a rookie. Yeah,
he got back in there. He just didn't touch the ball.
Yeah,
again.
Made a mistake. He'll get better. I still listen. I don't think we already talked about this. I don't think he's going to be our lead back anytime soon this year, right? He's going to be a gadget kind of guy, pass catcher, maybe here and there a couple carries, but he'll get better. Like, I'm not worried about that. Zach Moss, on the other hand, he needs to get his shit together. He really does, Mikey. I know you like him, and I don't hate the guy. He really does need to start he needs to show something next game. Like, he has to show a little better moving forward because he is the second back. Like, no matter how we see it right now, James Cook is not the second back. James Cook is a
you can hate on him all you want.
I don't hate on him. I'm saying he has to play better. I'm not hating.
Coaches keep putting him out there. They obviously think he's doing something right.
I hope so. But you said he was out there because Singletary rolled up too, or Singletary probably would have been out there a little bit more.
That's what I think. They didn't say it, but that's just what I think.
Right, but I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying he needs to start playing better.
Ooh, Steve comes in with a great one. Do you think they sit down Boogie next week? I don't. After seeing Boogie played well, I have a feeling we might see all 5 of the DNs next week.
Boogie, I'm glad you bring that up. Boogie was he's gotten so much better. AJ too, but Boogie, I think Boogie surprised me a little bit more than AJ because AJ's been around a little longer than Boogie. But Boogie just from last year to at least from what I've seen so far, man, it's like night and day, man. Like, he's really took a big step.
Yeah. So listen to this on our D line, right? Von Miller had 4 tackles, 4 solo, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 quarterback hits. Rousseau had 4 tackles, all 4 solo, 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 1 pass deflection, and 2 quarterback hits. Yep. Jordan Phillips had 4 total tackles, 2 solo, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for loss, 3 QB hits. Daquan Jones, 3 tackles, 1 solo, 1 QB hit. Our 1 tech hit the QB. That's what I'm talking about.
Big boy.
Boogie Basham, 2 tackles, 2 solo, 1 sack, 1 pass deflection, 2 QB hits, and an interception. Yep. AJ Epidesa had 2 total tackles, 1 solo, 1.5 sacks, 1 tackle for loss, 4 QB hits. Ed Oliver, he didn't play very much. He only played the first half, basically. He had 2 tackles, 1 solo, 1 QB hit.
Yeah. No, they were there. Listen, they all were on their A game. They all were on. If Ed Oliver didn't get hurt, he would have obviously better stats than that. He probably would.
Tremaine Edmond led our team with 10 tackles, 7 solo.
He always does. And I tell people that too. Like, by the way, like Tremaine Edmonds, for as much as people, I don't know why, like some people rag on him, but he is a tackling machine. He's the leader of the defense, at least out there. He calls the plays. He's been calling the plays since he was a rookie. They trust in him. He's improved his tackling, by the way, like he really has. And he's a beast, bro. He is a big, fast.
Kyer Elam had 3 tackles, all 3 solo.
Yeah, he came, bro. When he came in, he played very well. Good. Yeah. Bro, the whole defense. Listen, Jordan Poyer was there. Isn't Jordan Poyer always in the right place, right time?
Yep.
For tip balls.
Yep.
Like he is always there. I'm like, yo.
Do you know who was on the coverage of that one? Of that tip ball?
I think it was Elam, correct?
It was.
Yeah.
And he was in perfect position.
Perfect position. So it's just listen, man, the defense is just clicking. Like that, you could see they're all on the same page. I love it, man. Even with Von Miller coming in, new guy, man, they feel his energy too, man.
Yep.
So awesome. Just awesome to see, man. So
God, it was so much fun. I cannot wait for Monday. See, was it just a bad Rams team? Because that's what they're saying. Was the Rams just really bad?
I hate that.
Really good?
No, stop it. I hate when
that's what that's what they're all saying.
I can't stand when people listen. They're Super Bowl champions. Stop. Whoever said that, stop it. They are Super Bowl. They won the damn Super Bowl. They still got Cooper Kupp. They still got their quarterback. Right. They still got the best Aaron Donald, one of the, if not the best player.
They have a superstar at every level.
They got Jalen Ramsey, right? Who got
Bobby Wagner, who had dunked on. Josh Allen
Wagner,
dunked on Bobby
Wagner, who's and he's probably
he's probably
going to Hall of Fame.
Top 3 middle linebacker,
possible Hall of Famer. You know what I mean? Like these are good to great players that are still there on that roster.
Leonard Floyd.
Right. The guy they picked up that we totally shut down. The receiver.
Allen Robinson.
So stop it. Stop. Whoever's saying that, shut up.
It's all the talking heads.
You will see. I will be shocked moving forward. I don't know who they play next, but I guarantee they don't look as bad as they did against us. I promise you. They look way better.
Who do they have next week?
I'm gonna look. I'll look real quick. I'll look just to tell you. So week 2, the Rams play. Drum roll. Let's see here. Atlanta Falcons.
So
at home.
Okay. We'll see what they look like next week.
Now, listen, if the Rams lose to the Falcons, I'll take it back. I will take this shit back right now. We could say the Bills are great, but the Bills aren't even in first place in the AFC East. Didn't you hear that one? Oh, I know. Get the hell. By the way, Dolphin fans, there's a video clip out there. These 2 guys talking trash in the stadium, saying, "Bring on the effing Bills." Yeah. Bring them on. Oh
yeah. Oh God, did you like this is what I said. I shouldn't have went down the rabbit hole on Twitter today. But I was seeing, oh yeah, look at the standings. The Dolphins are in first place.
Get the hell out of here with that.
You take a snapshot because it's the only time you're gonna see it this year, buddy.
By the way, the Dolphins play the Ravens this coming up weekend.
That'll be a good game.
It's going to be a good game.
It's
going to be an interesting game. I think it'll be
I don't think the Dolphins are bad. They have a fantastic defense.
Neither do I. Bro, I've said this. I think they're a 9 to 10 win team, right? Which is good. But I don't think they're a Super Bowl team.
No, I think they're a 10 to 11 win team, honestly.
Okay. Yeah, it's one game off.
But I think they're a playoff team. I don't think they're a contender. They would have to get on a serious heater. I think they're limited by what Tua is.
Yeah, 100%. And I still think their first game was at home. They should have They had 13 points offensively. That's not anything to write home about.
I'll wait to reserve judgment on.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, we're week 1, right? I don't think Burrow's going to have 4 interceptions and a fumble again, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's going to be games where some teams have a bad game. It happens. So we'll see though. I will say this: mid-season, you'll know where everyone is.
Steve's killing me tonight, man. Steve's killing in the chat tonight.
Steve's saying,
oh, the Dolphins now, so we can expose Tua. But you're right also about the one before that. He said the Rams are better than the Cardinals, and no one's discounting KC's win. I know they're talking about how KC's the cream of the crop, and they're the number 1 ranked team, and
the Cardinals look so bad without
D-Hop.
Bro, it's like he had nowhere to go.
But no one's talking about is the Cardinals lost Chandler Jones also.
Yeah.
Not only was JJ out, but they lost.
Yeah.
They lost Jordan Phillips.
I didn't think about that. You're right.
They lost Jordan Phillips and Chandler Jones also.
Yeah, but Jordan Phillips never played good for them, anyways. But JJ,
but no, because they put him at 1 tech.
No, I know. I'm just saying, but he wasn't. I don't think that was. I think the D-Hop on offense is huge, and I think the JJ Watt signing was just bad.
I don't think Kyler's that good
because he's not. Kyler.
I don't think he's that good.
I think he's a hell of an arm. I do.
He's a hell of an athlete.
He's a little like. Man, he's a booger out there. He's hard he is a little dude out there, right? He's a little squirt. Yeah, but you could also see his limitations, right? Like he gets a little rattled in the back there.
He doesn't read defenses.
Yeah, he does. And from what I heard, he doesn't read playbooks either. Right? So,
did you hear the one where after they got stomped, they said maybe they should put that clause back in his contract?
Bro, I mean, how bad? I've never heard of that. Like, why would they do that if they didn't think he was not?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like, that's so odd. That is odd. But anyways, guys, real quick. Yeah. So Friday tomorrow. I mean, I'm all over the place because it's late. Tomorrow is
Tuesday.
Nuclear Heat Wave Wrestling Podcast at 8:30. Wednesday is Raleigh Tower Sports at 8:30. Thursday, nothing for now. Friday Night Lights will be back because Mikey, you are in town again.
I'm in town.
Friday Night Lights at 8 o'clock, right, Mikey? 8 o'clock now. Okay.
Yep.
So 8 o'clock, Friday Night Lights will be here. 9:30 NFL overtime. Okay. Saturday AFC East Shakedown at 6 o'clock, and then also Saturday at 1 is our fantasy football show, Fantasy Kingdom. I know it's a lot to take in. I am going to be releasing a schedule video again because everything's mixed up. I forgot to even mention our Saturday 8:30 show, Backdoor Bills Talk. So that's a lot to take in, guys. I'm going to
a lot of content coming from Mafia.
I'm going to put I'm going to put a schedule video. Honestly, I'm going to do it again, Mikey. I'm going to put a video out again that tells you every single podcast that's coming on this channel and the time. This way, you guys aren't confused. But either way. Hit the notification bell because we always forget to say it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and hit the thumbs up, please. It helps. If you hate us, thumbs down. It is what it is.
It helps the algorithm.
Yeah. Other than that, Mikey, any last words?
No. Alpha Fix coming in.
Coming in late.
What Tua's gonna? Yeah. I am so interested. I am ready for the Monday night game already. I want to happen now. I can't wait.
I know, bro. And then week 3, I think we play the Dolphins, correct?
Yep. We get the Titans and the Dolphins.
In Miami.
Yep.
Bring them on, man.
We Titans at home, Dolphins on the road. We finally get the Titans at home. The last 3 years, we played the Titans at their
Dude, I'm so sick of that. I can't wait for the KC game to be at home when we eventually play them. You know what I mean?
Again?
Yeah, dude.
Well, that's because they just have a better record than us.
No, I know. It's annoying as hell.
But you know what? We're going to go there and beat them again.
I know, man. Either way. All right, guys. Thank you for coming in once again. Thank you for everyone that's going to be watching later. Mikey, any last words before we bounce out of here?
Go Bills. It's the best.
Go Bills.
It's the closing of the best damn outro in the business.
It is. Here we go. Go Bills. Bills Mafia #1. Peace out. Peace.
And look at him go. He could go all the way. Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now. The Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now. Come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Go.
The Bills make me want to what, Mikey?
Shout.
Go Bills. Peace out, guys.